Hi, this is Valerie and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. In this video, I am going to share the security that I chose to invest my side hustle money in. So my side hustle money comes from working in the cafeteria and also doing after school enrichment. So I am going to share my raw numbers. The security that I decided to invest in is VTI. VTI is Vanguard's Total Stock Market ETF. It is a basket of funds that tracks the entire stock market. The reason why I chose an ETF is because it automatically diversifies the portfolio and spreads the risk across all of the stocks. I also chose it because historically the stock market continues to go up. Whatever dips it may have, it will rebound and continue to go up. It's one of those securities that you want to have. As speaking for myself, I'm not a financial advisor. I want to have as a foundation in my portfolio. So I'm going to get into the raw numbers right now. I have my notes. And so on November 26th, now these are all gross numbers that I'm going to be sharing. And then I'll take the taxes off. So we'll talk about that. November 26th for lunch duty. On my pay advice, it said $81.25. And then on December 10th for lunch duty, I earned $178.10. On December 24th for lunch duty, I earned $242.78. And then on December 24th, there was another line item, but it said, now these were in two different advices, by the way. That first one for December 24th for the $242.78, that was in a different pay advice. And then in my regular pay advice, it had a line item that said regular earnings. So I was not sure if the payroll person hadn't included the after school money and during the weeks, and she was doing a catch up. And so all of this was like on one pay advice. So when I get back to school, I'm going to ask about that. So it said December 24th, and it was $390. So I'm thinking it was for the after school, like all of the weeks combined, because it had so many hours next to it. So I will be checking on that. If in fact that was not a part of the side hustle money, or it was some type of adjustment to my salary or my paycheck, then I will be deducting that $390. So I'm not going to actually take it out of the brokerage account. What I'm going to do is just not invest more until I meet that $390 threshold. So I hope that makes sense. So what I've decided to do, again, I chose VTI. I also decided that I had to compensate. I wanted to compensate for when the job is over. So like every other job, every job is impacted by something. So my job is impacted, my hours for working my side hustle is impacted when my assistant is not there. If my assistant is absent, if she's absent, then I can't work my side hustle. So that impacts my paycheck. So there were several days during these paychecks that she was absent. So that was there was some impact there. And I also wanted to make an adjustment because this job will end at the end of the school year. So it'll end late May, early June. And what I was doing, my thinking, what I'm doing is I divided it up so that the money will still be dollar cost averaging throughout the summer. So it's not going to stop. I'm going to divide it up so it can dollar cost average into VTI throughout the summer. And by the time I get back in September or October, when this will generally start again, then it'll pick up at the same pace. So that's my plan for it. Now, so the numbers. So we talked about the numbers here, and when we add them all up, those are gross numbers. So it adds up to $892.13. And then when I took the taxes off, it came to $728.60. So again, what I've decided to do is I divided that $728.60 by 16, because I have decided that I'm going to dollar cost average every week, and I'm going to have the money taken out on a Friday. So when I divide 728.60 by 16, you come up with something like, I believe it's $45.50. So that's what you're going to see me setting up in the next clip in Fidelity. And I already went through it. It doesn't allow me to set it up for this Friday, but the first Friday that it will begin to dollar cost average is January 3rd. So I've already deposited the $728.60. It's waiting for me to tell it what to do, to tell it what job to go to. And I'm telling it to go to the total stock market. So in the next clip, you're going to see me putting that, setting that all up in the Fidelity account. This is where I logged in. Then it came to this page, the All Accounts page, where you want to type in how to set up recurring investments. Follow the orange prompts, guys. Then you want to select this one, recurring investments, because this one takes you to a learning page. That page opens up here and it gives you more information on dollar cost averaging, including this really great chart about managing volatility, showing you that you'll invest whether it's high or low, the same price, and it will give you the best price overall. Then you want to scroll all the way down, select the third one, and then tap your recurring activity. It'll bring you here to your recurring activity page, and you want to select create new activity. Then that dropped down to investment. I tapped investment, and then it opened up the recurring investment box to fill in all the information for my particular security. Then I tapped VTI, put in weekly, and for every Friday, then I pressed the preview button. And then that brings me to the confirmation page, and then I press confirm. This is a long-term investment. I expect to have this investment going for the next 10 to 20 years, if not longer, growing with compound interest. Thank you for watching.